Currently, in Germany, there are 26 nuclear power plant units in decommissioning, of which one, that is the THDR 300 plant, is in the so-called safe enclosure. In all other power plants, decommissioning activities are in progress. One plant is still in the so-called post-operation state. To date, only 3 plants have been completely decommissioned. It seems to be an interesting time in which about 80% of the nuclear power plants in Germany are in a phase of decommissioning or safe enclosure. If the legal requirements on the waste materials keep changing because the commissioning of repositories is delayed, then these repository casks must be repacked over and over again, that is unpacked and be redeclared. This is one of those topics where I say there are certainly many things that can be done better. And a major challenge remains, of course, skilled personnel. Decommissioning of power plants always means at some point the work is over. And then it is relatively difficult to motivate people, even though we say we are going to be dealing with this for at least 30, 40 years. But it is relatively difficult to motivate people to do it, to motivate scientists to do it as well. For this, you need exciting topics, and you also always need social acceptance that such work is important. And you need lucrative research topics to get people excited about something like that. The specifics in this decommissioning project or in the decommissioning of a nuclear facility is that we don't really know the condition for the future exactly yet. So one always enters new ground here, that is new territory. This has not been done before.
And is there any benefit from the experience that you have otherwise made, for example, NPP Bürgergassen or similar? There are one or other approaches has been chosen before. Can you benefit here at NPP in Stade?
There is an exchange, but often these decisions have been made because of political or strategic decisions. And you then have the external processing, that is, the processing outside the control area that has not been considered at all. But one has just said so and so it should look. And honestly with us, this option has also been added because we wanted to accelerate. And if you want to accelerate, it is ultimately about space and independence, decoupling, reducing dependencies. And it will be probably also an NPP Stade, most likely not a pure path A, B or C, but it is also a mixture because there is even a variant D, meaning to give it away for external conditioning. And in any case, alternatives are worked out as far as possible. Maybe some are eliminated. As I said, maybe the authority has reservations, etc. And then, in the end, you will generate a business case. We don't know what our decontamination successes are. That is a problem, of course. One can, of course, say, yes, it can be declassified. We have already very many methods of decontamination ourselves also developed, also far beyond the standard. We have in our company over 250 different decontamination agents, because each radionuclide and each matrix in which it sits is different, and also every matrix to which it is attached is also different. So this is a three-dimensional vector that we have here, where we sometimes have real problems of practically getting it cleaned. But just to minimize waste costs, make this work meaningful again. And whenever you think about it, that in some federal states, costs for disposal of a 200-liter barrel already almost reach 30,000 euros per disposed unit, then you really have to counterbalance it, if you can minimize it by good decontamination, so that out of 10 barrels you can make 1 barrel. So we are talking here of a cost factor 10 and 100, and that of course is quite a thing.
Yes, definitely. I think that's where I would be too, as a customer, very eager to get into the clearance.
I would think the same way.